Welcome, beautiful people, to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Eurasia. I feel like it's maybe important to introduce, let you know who I am. My name is Eurasia, and I am a physiotherapist by profession. And I do these silly videos and I put on makeup for fun. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about friendships. I thought long and hard about this. I'm still a very uncertain, very uneasy about it, but I really just wanted to talk about it. I feel like I've had a relationship story time on here, so I wanted to talk about friendships. I think that's important as well. You know, relationships, friendships are sometimes the foundation to a relationship, but this was a friendship that I had with a female. And funny enough, you know, like a couple of days ago I saw on TikTok that someone posted a TikTok saying that, you know, friends who have friendship groups that are uneven numbers, apparently it doesn't work out, but that's neither here nor there. But it had me thinking, you know, that now that I have this story to tell, I guess, in this friendship group we were three. And well, we were three initially, right? And very, very good friends. And me and this person were friends first, and then the third person joined us, you know, later. But I wanted to tell you guys about this. I've known this girl for quite some time, for a couple of years. I don't really want to specify the timeline, only because I feel like, I don't know, with guys, you know, we can trash guys and we can, you know, say their names and we can, you know, not make it anonymous. But I feel like with girls, I have a little bit more, not a little bit, I have a lot more respect. So it's going to be very vague, but I just wanted to get to the gist of the story. So of the three of us, she was the one who had a car. You know, when we had to meet up and when we had to, just actually, maybe I should put a disclaimer, that if this person ever watches it, there is no disrespect here. There is no, I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to tell my story. And, you know, I was a part of this, and it's not a hearsay kind of thing. It's something that, it's my version. It's my version of the story, and I would like to tell it, and maybe people can learn from it. You know what I mean? So here goes. I was the one with the car. And, you know, when we had to meet up, I guess mostly she is the one to pick us up, and we'd go to her place. We'd have lots of sleepovers, and it was a great friendship. You know, I've learned to play a certain sport with this girl, and my love for tennis, because of the specific sport, my love for tennis grew even more. And I honestly thought it was one of those friendships that I really thought was gonna last. Like, I really thought it was going to be one of those. Anyway, I'm so nervous. You know, we knew each other's secrets, we knew each other's boyfriends, we knew histories, you know, we made cocktails together. It was really a great friendship, and I think for the most part it was very healthy. You know, obviously now I can look back on it and I can actually say that it was a very healthy friendship, you know, so much so that we knew of, you know, a friendship is good when you know the other person's family, you know the other person's friends, you know family drama, you know blessings, you know family triumphs. You know, when you're just in there and you're on first name basis and you start calling people, you know, mommy, or you start calling people auntie so and so. So I really think it was a very healthy friendship for the most part. And on this particular night, the girl started dating someone new. We ended up going to, what's this place? Not Farmers Market. I lie. Not Farmers Market. Neighbor Goods. There we go. Neighbor Goods. We had gone to Neighbor Goods, and you know, she was there with her boyfriend, and it was me, her boyfriend, and another friend of ours. So it was just, the four of us. And we had a great time. We decided when neighborhoods closed, we decided to go and, after the party is the after party. And after the party is the. So we started to, continue our little day at, I think, somewhere like a Melville vibe type of. So one of those bar restaurants, I should say. And we had a really great time. And because now we were sitting down and it was at the restaurant, we were ordering food, drinks, and trying to get to know the boyfriend. He was new, and, we were trying to just, intimidate him a little bit. And the fact that I actually remember what I said is so before that, a couple of, I guess, months before that, we did have a little bit of disagreement, the three of us, right? Sometimes when people feel they are doing a little bit more than their other friends, and I feel like that happens in relationships, in friendships, where maybe the one friend might feel that, they're putting in more effort than, the other person. And I appreciate her for being honest about that. I appreciate, the fact that she could tell us. And again, the health of the relationship was great because we could communicate with each other. Like, sis, you're dropping the ball. I don't feel loved. I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel like, you're grateful or thankful or you love me, rah, rah, rah. So I could appreciate the realness of the conversation. And in my defense, I guess, I didn't, we didn't put in more effort. So say, for instance, like I said, she drives. So where she would usually pick us up, we would then take public transport and rather go to her, to kind of like make things 50-50. And I'm sure she doesn't mind, or she didn't mind. And I guess, those efforts in terms of doing it, me taking public transport is trying to show you that, you don't have to pick me up. I can come to you. I can get to you. I can come to you. You don't always have to pick me up. So in my mind, things were going great. Things were getting better. And that type of conversation never came up again, if that makes sense, right? Oh my God, my phone is vibrating. So restaurant and bar, trying to get to know the boyfriend. And I guess drinks were circulating around. And I don't necessarily know exactly what the boyfriend said at the time, but I do remember him asking something about her. And I said, well, she's a little too much. You need to take her off our hands. You really need to take her off our hands. We can't deal with her. And I meant that as a joke. I really did. I meant it to be very comical. I meant it to be very sarcastic. Me, I'm the life of the party. Like, I can hold a conversation. I can be extra. I can be bubbly. And I said that, and I think it triggered something in her. And the night just was sour since then. We got into the car. Everybody went home. She dropped us off. And she and her boyfriend went home. And since that night, because it's the only reference I have to things going really bad. So since that night, things just weren't the same. Things just weren't the same after that. Started talking less, started communicating less. Like you call, people don't answer. You message, people take very long to reply, whereas they would reply straight away. And, as time goes, so people tend to drift and drift and drift. And I started living my life. And then I think a couple of months, I think we hadn't spoken for maybe 6 months at this time. So I took it upon myself to reach out to the person. And so home for me is Northern Cape, right? So for my ComServe, I was a community service year after varsity. So I was home for my community service. So I would come to Joburg and, see the peeps, see my people here in Joburg. And before I came here, I had reached out to her and I told her, listen, I'm going to be in Joburg. Do you want to grab a drink? Do you want to grab something to eat? Can we catch up? Can we talk? And she did say yes over the phone. And I was hopeful for that. And came to Joburg, saw all the people that I needed to see, and when I was in Joburg again, I tried to reach out to the person again, right? And I guess it just didn't happen, or they probably weren't ready, or they had already concluded that it's a friendship that was seasonal and it's run its course. And I guess at that time when I had reached out, I was very hurt. Oh, I was hurt, child. I was feeling it. I was so sensitive. And yeah, I went home, lived my life, and I really, really felt so bad. I felt so bad for the fact that in my mind, I thought it was that night. And now that I look back on it, because now it's years ago, right? So now that when I look back on it, I'm like, it probably was more than that. There is no way, like, I love that girl. I still love her. But it just doesn't make any sense that it was only that night. And I think that's why I felt bad for so long. Like, I didn't want to talk about it, and people kept on asking, hey, how is so-and-so? And I would just be like, I don't know. And it was so funny because we were seen like this, it's like, if Eurasia's there, she will be there. If she's there and she's like Eurasia, people will ask where I am. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Right now, we're not speaking. She is living a beautiful life. And I think we still follow each other on Instagram. So every now and then, or maybe she follows me on Instagram. But every now and then, it's good to see the third friend, the third girl. I think they're a little bit more closer, but I think it was me. I have to admit that it was me that probably didn't do a lot, and I have to take responsibility for that. So yeah, she's living a beautiful life. I think she's got a child. I think she's married or engaged or something. But I'm happy for her, and now when I see, or when people talk or people ask about her, there's no more, like, I don't get a weird feeling in my heart or like in my guts. I don't get that anymore. So I think that's good, right? That's good. Comment down below and let me know. I think that's a good thing. And also, I am okay now. I'm okay. I just think that with friendships, communication is important. Also, I think you need to check in. So what I mean by that is, say for instance, if you and I are friends, which we are, hey girl, if you and I are friends and I tell you, listen, what you're doing here, I don't like it. You need to stop doing it. Or if I tell you, I need you to be a little bit more affectionate. I need you to be a little bit more, communicate with me more. I feel like I'm the only one who says good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever, right? So if I say that to you, I think we should have a follow-up conversation. Like, do you think I'm getting better? Like a evaluation as time goes on. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's probably what should have happened in this friendship, is a check-in, so how do you feel now? Remember the conversation we had a month ago, for instance, about you feeling like you're putting in more effort, you feeling like you're doing more, you feeling like I'm being a bit passive. How do you feel about it now, a month after? Are you feeling appreciated? And I think friendships are complicated like that. And I think relationships are the same. There's just certain things that have to go hand in hand. I think at the time, I looking back at it now, I think I have a big ego. And I think I was very insensitive to the fact that I thought, just because it's a joke to me, like the meme, to you, just because it was a joke to me, it might have triggered something in her. And I think sometimes it's not okay. So yeah, that's my story. That's my story, guys. So with friendships, I think proper communication. I think you need to check in. I was speaking to another friend of mine recently, and I was telling him about, love languages and things like that. So I think you need to know what people's love languages are, how they receive love, also how they give love. I think that's very important. So if someone likes quality time, if someone likes acts of service, I think it's important to know how people perceive love. And also, like I said, you have to check in with your friends. So communication, know how they perceive love, know how they give love, and check in with your friends. So I think that's what I learned from this friendship drama. Be nice to me in the comments, okay? I know, I'm such a problem. Yo, like literally all my story times, I am the person who is wrong every time. But love me, we're grown now. Anyway, I didn't even drink. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. It's very chilled, right? I'm not even trying to be extra. I hope you guys enjoy the story time. Stay awesome, stay fly, stay beautiful. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next one.